As Coach Bobby Ozenbach has brought his 3-2 Wildcats over here to face Coach Shadle's 2-3 Trojans. So we want to see if we can even things up tonight, and we'll try to get a ball game here against these Wildcats who have been playing hot and cold lately, as have the Trojans. Trojans coming off a big win the other night, though, when they defeated Middleburg, and then in the meanwhile, I think they had another ball game since then, as I recall. But at any rate, they have a 2-3 record here in the second half of the league this year, and should be able to hang in there tough with these Halifax Wildcats tonight, I do believe. So we'll have the opening tip-offs here in just a moment, as we're about a minute away from game time, and we'll see how we make out. Well, we're all set to go now on this snowy night as the Trojans get set to take the court. It'll be Lucas out there along with Herb, Ewer, Lark, and Papandrea. In the meantime, we pick up the Halifax gals as we go along. Calnon is out there along with Shoup, Furman, Kerstetter, and Caponegro. No. Schaffenhauser. Okay, here we go. Opening tip. Control back here for Herb, and Jess will play it now as they swing it over. Right underneath there for a shot by Papandrea wouldn't go. Lucas brings it down, and the ball runs loose over to the corner. Outside shot for two is good by Jess Herb. So Jess has two, and here's a ball stolen away by Lucas. Inside they go to Herb. Cross the court, it'll come over here to me. Well, that one's out of bounds. It'll be Halifax ball as Kerstetter gets ready to inbound the ball for the Wildcats. First time the two teams met over Halifax. Halifax came away with a victory that night over our Trojans. So the Trojans hope to get that one back here tonight. Kerstetter goes inside. Calnon, turnaround 12-footer is no good. Rebounded on the far side there by that Halifax Wildcat, but her shot comes off here, and Herb coming back with it for UD. Into the corner for Papandrea. Lark with it out in front. Inside here for Lucas. And Lucas will pick up the dribble and spin it back here for Herb. Herb from 12 foot out, no good. Rebound comes down inside, and it's going to be controlled there by that Furman. And then Furman still has it, but has lots of trouble with it. And they're going to call a hold foul on UD as Furman had got all tangled up there with it. And a foul will be on UD's number 23, and that's Lark. Stacy will pick up her first personal. And inbounding it here is Ewer with it for Lark. Back to Joanna Ewer. Joanna walked with it as she took that little bit of a step. Joanna knew it immediately when the whistle blew. Oh, darn. And so Kerstetter for Halifax will inbound the ball. Does so over there for Furman. Furman starting up the left side. Boy, that looked like a walk and then another walk after it. So they missed the first one, but Miss Furman took two walks that time, and they got flagged for one of them. So UD will inbound. Stacy Lark, who has played good basketball lately for UD. Trying to take it inside. Lost the handle on that one. Picked up there by Calnon, and she'll shoot it back here now for Kerstetter. Kerstetter's got it. Across the court they go for that Shoup. Into the corner it goes. This is Furman. Pushing it back out here. Kerstetter from outside for three. That's off the mark on the left side, but a rebound inside there put up by number 40, Schaffenhausen, will go. And she's fouled, so she'll go to the line shooting one to get three. She has tied up our ball game with 6:20 remaining here in the first quarter. It's 2-2. And Schaffenhausen at the line, looking to see if she can put the Wildcats ahead for the first time tonight. And here it is, and it is, whoops, short. Rebounded in there to Ewer. And we will have a blocking foul called on Autumn Calnon, I believe. Yep. Autumn Calnon picks up the blocking foul. Her first, team's first. And so UD will inbound the ball. That Jess Herb coming up court with it for UDA. Near wing over here for Papandrea. Ooh, a nice shot inside here for Lucas for two. It's good. Well, Amanda Lucas takes the shot that every Upper Dauphin fan has been asking her to take all year long, and Amanda finally rolled that one up and in. Good. Way to go. 4. Ooh, and the ball tipped loose over there as Amanda Lucas went for it. Pass inside for Furman, but off her hands and out of bounds it went. So it'll be UD coming back. 4-2, they lead by 2. Herb inside for Lucas, back to Herb. Herb for 2, off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Kerstetter. Set up the play nice, just couldn't get her shot to go down. We push it back over here now as Shoup will take it up court. Shoup winding it across the timeline, and 10 seconds has expired as the ball just got to the timeline, but time had expired. They left the 10 seconds elapse in the backcourt, and UD with the ball. Still a 4-2 ball game. Here's Lark. Near wing over here for Ewer. Into the corner it goes here. Now they'll loop it right back inside for Papandrea, or for Lark rather, but she is fouled. A foul will be on Kerstetter. And Stacy Lark will go to the foul line, shooting 2. There's Stacy's first try, and it is, no, just off the mark that time. Ran around the rim and fell out. So she'll get another whack at it. And she'll put this one in. Here's her second one. It is good. Way to go, Stace. 5-2. UD by 3. Kerstetter will inbound it here for Schaffenhauser. Schaffenhauser triple team. Got the ball loose ahead here now. It comes to Calnon. She'll pick up the dribble, go across the court with it for Shoup. Back here for Kerstetter. Into the wing it goes. Schaffenhauser pushes it inside Calnon for 2. It's good. Autumn Calnon gets 2 and makes it a 5-4 ball game. Trojan margin back to 1. Here in the early going, we played just about 3 minutes. Ewer with it, and Joanna goes for another walk. So Joanna having one of those nights. Man, she had a good ball game the other night here against, who was it? East Juniata, I believe, in a losing effort. But, boy, she played very well that night. Just having a little bit of hard time with the tempo right at the moment. Shot from outside for 3, no good. Rebound tipped around inside and out of bounds it goes. It's going to go off the Trojans and stay up here for Halifax as Schaffenhausen gets to inbound the ball. Here for Kerstetter, who lost the handle on it, goes right over there to Lucas. Back comes Herb with it. Herb near wing here for Lark. Into the corner. Now back for Lark. Here's Papandrea for Herb. Inside, they tried to go inside to Lucas that time, but the ball tapped away. Schaffenhausen's got it. Ahead here for Shoup. Shoup will pick up the dribble and bounce it over here for Schaffenhausen. He'll give it to Kerstetter. Into the corner it goes. Shot from the wing for Furman for 2 is good. So Furman gets 2. It's now a 6-5 Halifax lead. Wildcats clawing back on top here. Herb with it. Shoup after her. Inside Lucas, back over here for Lark for 2. It's good. A nice give and go from Amanda Lucas after Herb had made the inbound play to Lucas. Then back to, here's a walk called on Kerstetter. Back to Lark anyway, and she put her home. 7-6, UD by 1. Siders enters the ball game to replace Kerstetter for Coach Ozenbach. And likewise Lindsay Miller over the wing for UD. Here's a foul and a push foul called on Autumn Calnon. It will be her second of the quarter. And so none shooting. And Autumn will have to depart the ball game now as coming in to replace her, number 44, Farner for Coach Ozenbach. So Autumn picks up 2 personals and has a seat. Here's a shot by Miller for 3, no good. Rebound comes down there to Halifax. Shoup coming back with it. She'll loop it across the wing there for that Siders. Siders in trouble. Gets it over the wing over there for that number 40 Furman. Or Schaffenhauser rather, but ball gets tangled up and foul called on number 52 Miller, her first. So Lindsay picks up a foul. Inside it goes here now, and the ball stolen away nicely in there by Papandrea. back here for Lark. A good steal inside there by J.J. Papandrea. Way to go, J.J. Here in the meantime, Miller on the baseline puts a shot up, but she's fouled. There's a blocking foul going to be called on Schaffenhausen, I believe. And that's going to leave Miller go to the line for UD, shooting 2. Picked up the foul, and Lindsay Miller's first shot is just off the mark. Lindsay with a chance to give her Trojans a 2-point lead here if she can put this one in. Trojans lead 7-6. Lindsay will put this one in, I think. Whoops, nope, not that time. Rebound comes over on this side here and controlled by Shoup, and it's stolen away by Lucas. Amanda tied it up nicely inside there for the Trojans, but on the tie-up it belonged to Halifax this time, so Siders will inbound the ball. Does so here for Farner. Across the court they go with it now as they break it up court. Schaffenhauser, near wing over here. They'll come in out into the corner with it. Back out in front. Ball stolen away by Herb. Tap loose. Herb looking for it. Got it. She's got to take it all the way in herself. Puts a shot up. Wouldn't go. And on the rebound, we've got a foul called on the rebound. And the foul could be on Schaffenhauser of Millersburg. We'll see. If it is, it's her second. It is. It is her second personal foul. Shade in the lineup for Upper Dauphin. Here's Miller with it. Lindsay out in front here for Lark. Lark near side over here for Shade. Shade for 3. It's good. Ashley Shade with a 3-pointer. Just come into the ball game and nails a 3. Here's Farner taking it up court. Has it stolen away, and a foul's going to be called this time probably on Julie Papandrea. On Papandrea, the foul was on Miller. And that's Lindsay's second. So, in the meantime, Halifax working it around out here for Kerstetter, who is back into the ball game. Bounce pass over the wing. Kerstetter with it again. She'll try this side now, and they go inside. Ball tapped loose. Lark coming up court with it. Had it stolen away from her, then they'll pick it back up again, and Kerstetter coming back up court. Has that stolen away as Lindsay Miller picks it off. Lindsay will stop out at the top of the circle and then dribble over to the wing. Shot for 3 from Shade, just off the mark a little bit. And on the rebound, Shade races into the corner and picks it up herself. Back outside here for Lucas. Amanda taking it in, looking for 2, and she's fouled. And Amanda will go to the line shooting 2. Amanda Lucas at the line shooting a pair. And here's her first try. It is just off the mark, a little short. On Schaffenhauser, her third, and she leaves the ball game as Amanda Lucas makes her 1 out of 2. Makes it an 11-6 ball game. Here's Siders looking to inbound the ball and does so over there for Furman. Furman triple team, but she got it loose a little bit, and then they'll bounce it back over here for Siders. Siders breaking back over here for pass on the baseline there for that Haynes, and then back out here for Kerstetter, no good. Rebounded under there to Shade, who will drop it back here for Lark. And up come the Trojans. 1.5 left here in the first quarter. Lindsay Miller taking it to the hoop for 2. It's good. Lindsay Miller gets 2 more. And all of a sudden the Trojans are ahead 13-6. Quick pass down here for Furman. She stretches it out and pushes it over here for that 33 gal. High off the glass, no good. Return shot put up there by Furman, I guess it was, wouldn't go. And back comes Shade. Shade into the corner here for a shot by Papandrea for 3. It's good! Juliet Papandrea gets 3, and timeout called by Coach Ozebak as the Trojans on a roll here. Lead by 10. It's 16-6 with 58 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Well, boy, something the Trojans have been lacking lately in the last several ball games has been offense. And it looks to me like they've got it back. Okay, Siders getting ready to inbound the ball following the Halifax timeout. 58 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Here's Farner with it. Over there for Siders. Ooh, looked like a double dribble or discontinued dribble. Hain has it. Now back here for Siders. Siders trying to bounce it over here, but a kickball will be ruled here as the ball was off the leg of Stacy Lark. So Hain will inbound the ball for Halifax. In the corner here for Siders. Siders steps up for 3, off the mark. Rebound comes back over there, controlled by Halifax. Kerstetter here for Siders, and then back to Kerstetter. On the near side baseline they go for Furman for 2. It's good. So Furman gets 2. It's 16-8. They've cut the Trojan lead in half. Lark, near side over here for Papandrea. And then Lark, and then back to Papandrea. Papandrea for 3. Just off the mark that time. Rebounded inside to Lucas. Goes to the hoop for 2. No good. Rebound on the wing. Comes down to the Trojans now as the clock counts it down here. 10 seconds for 2. It's good. Stacy Lark steps up for 2. It's 18-8, opening up that 10-point margin again as Farner has it for Halifax. And then well, that's going to end the first period. What a good first quarter for Coach Shadle and his UDA Trojans as they take a 10-point lead into the second quarter. Now 18-8 UDA. Second period to get underway now as the UD has the advantage of inbounding the basketball. Right inside there they go for Miller. Miller steps back for 3. Just off the side of the glass. No good. Rebound comes down to Furman. We'll push it up ahead here for Kerstetter now as Kerstetter has the ball, dropping it for Furman. Back for Kerstetter. Into the corner it goes, this time for Hain. Now back out in front, swinging it over to the left side. Stolen away in there by Papandrea. Saves it inside here, but Siders picks it off for Halifax. To Kerstetter. Hain for Halifax. Goes across the court there for Sider. Sider's inside enough. Oh, a foul call on Amanda Lucas. Amanda standing there with both arms. You can't do anything better than that. And she's flagged for a foul. That was a guess. Anyway, it's Amanda's first. And Siders at the line shooting 2, and her first shot, good. Here's Miss Siders putting her second shot up and in. So she goes 2 for 2. Makes it an 18-10 ball game as Herb coming up court with it over there for Miller. Miller goes to take it inside. Nope, pushes it off here for Herb. Her shot a little bit off to the right. Rebounded in there to Kerstetter. Kerstetter double teamed over there. Nicely stolen away by Lucas. Back for Papandrea for 2. It's good. Good steal by Amanda Lucas and a good bucket by J.J. Papandrea. Oh, hold everything now as Miller will pick up her 3rd personal foul here in the first half. And she's going to have to depart the ball game now. As coming in to replace her will be Lenker for UDA number 15. Lindsay picked up personal foul number 3 with 7 minutes to go here in the first half. So that does not bode well for her. Ball tipped loose here by Amanda Lucas again. A pass intended for Hain, but Amanda got a big paw on that one and knocked it loose here for Herb. Herb goes inside Lucas, back outside now, and then Herb with it again. Now inside. Amanda turns around, shoots it up, and in good. Amanda Lucas coming out of it tonight here against Halifax. Here's the ball stolen away by Papandrea for 2. It's good. The Trojans on a roll now as they've got the Halifax Wildcats reeling. Farner stolen away in there by Lenker. Lenker to Papandrea. Papandrea shot good for 2. It looks like a pinball game now, and all of a sudden Coach O has got to call timeout and stop the bleeding here if he can, because we've got a 26-10 ball game with 6:17 remaining in the first half. Good job, UDA Trojans. Timeout is over now, so Kerstetter gets to inbound the ball for Halifax. She'll do it right there for Calnon, who is back into the ball game. Back here for Kerstetter. They'll loop it ahead for Hain. Hain stopping, goes across the court out of the hands of Furman, but she'll track it down in the corner. And then the ball stolen away, but then comes right back to Calnon for 2. No good. On the rebound, let's see. Lucas has it underneath, pushes it over here for Lark. And Lark will start it up court here to Jess Herb. Here for Lark over in the corner. Now across they'll go. Back over here for Lark. Lark from outside for 3. Boom. It's good. Stacy Lark for 3. 29-10. Here is Hain for Halifax. Hain bringing it up court, racing down here. Pushes the ball over, knocked away by Lenker, and then a push foul will be called on Lenker. But she had made the initial good block on the pass attempt by Hain, and then took the body to her and got a foul. Her first, and that's going to send Miss Hain to the foul line, shooting 2. Well, Hain missed her first one. She'll get one more shot. Her second try, good. Made 1 out of 2. 29-11. Well, it's been a long time since UDA has had a ball game like this against a good competition. As Lark has it out in front, and they're going to call a blocking foul on Hain. And it should be a 1-and-1, I think. No, I think. Why not? Yeah, it is a 1-and-1, I believe. And that means Lark will have to come back in to shoot the 1-and-1. She had departed, but Stacy's back here now to shoot her 1-and-1, and then presumably she will depart, but we'll see. Here's Lark's first shot. It is a good one. She gets the Trojans their 30th point. It's now 30-11. And here's her second try. And it is just as good, if not better than the first one. Makes it 31, and now Stacy will check out of the ball game as Amanda Bingaman, number 40 here, in there to replace Stacy Lark for Coach Shadle. Here's Calnon with it, looping it back over here for Kerstetter. Ahead for Hain. Hain will go back across the court here now, and into the corner they go with it. Back out here for Kerstetter. Kerstetter for 3, no good. Rebound comes down inside there and controlled by Herb. Ahead quickly here for Papandrea. Julie is going to be called with a walk, as she was blocked off in there nicely that time by Kerstetter of Halifax. Kerstetter, will inbound the ball. Long pass by Furman up here for Hain. Hain for 2, no good. Return shot put up there by Calnon, wouldn't go. And the rebound comes down here to Amanda Bingaman. So Halifax really missing 2 good opportunities there. As Herb brings it across here for Bingaman. Into the corner it goes. Shot by Lenker for 2 is good. Lenker for 2. And Hain has it for Halifax. Back here for Kerstetter. Kerstetter across the court. She goes with it. Now back here for Kerstetter. Inside off the foot of Julianne Papandrea. So it'll be a kickball. And Halifax will inbound with 4:24 left here. I'll show you the clock next chance we get. Hain inbounding. Loops it back here now for a quick pass over there from Shoop to Furman. Furman on the baseline trying to work around Lenker. Puts a shot up, no good. Rebounded in there to Lucas, and Amanda will drop it back over there for Jess Herb. Herb coming up court with it for the Trojans. Into the corner she goes. Shot from the side over there for 2. No good. That was Papandrea. Return shot by Bingaman wouldn't go. And the rebound comes down there to Furman. He'll drop it back over here now for that Shoop gal. Swinging it here for Kerstetter. In on the baseline for Hain. Back outside it goes now, and then they'll swing it again on the baseline. This time a shot put up by Furman wouldn't go. In fact, 2 shots put up by Furman wouldn't go. Rebounded to Papandrea. Back come the Trojans. 3:42 remaining. Clock moving on down here. Remaining in half. Into the corner it goes for Lenker. Lenker on the baseline. A good move underneath, but it wouldn't go. Ball chased down over here. Herb pushes it back into Lucas. Lucas to Papandrea for 2. No good. Back it comes here for Bingaman. Her shot wouldn't go. So all of a sudden, Trojans find it difficult to get the ball in the hole. And they're going to call a nice tie-up as Amanda Lucas and Amanda Bingaman both tying her up in there. Amanda Bingaman making the steal, but on the tie-up, they'll say it's going to remain Halifax ball. Got 2:31 left here in the first half. Trojans up 33-11. Inbound pass here received by Calnon. Back here for Siders. Siders taking it in, skids to a halt, pushes it over in the wing. Shot from outside for 3 by Shoop wouldn't go. And on the rebound, let's see, Shade back in there for UD, and Shade's got it now as she'll work it down court for the Trojans. Near wing over here and now into the corner. Lark for 2. It's good. Stacy Lark, 17 feet out, pops it in just so gently and nicely. Ball on the inbound pass through the hands of Farner over there and out of bounds. That one goes. So it'll be Motter coming into the ball game to replace Amanda Lucas, who has played one heck of a good first half here for Coach Shadle. And she's replaced in there now as Bingaman's got it. Bingaman will take it on the baseline, push it inside here for Motter, and Motter is fouled. A hold foul will be called perhaps on Calnon. If it is, it'll be her third. We'll see. Yeah, it sure is. So Autumn picks up her third personal foul, and she will immediately again depart. Hadn't been in there very long after picking up her second, and now she departs immediately after picking up her third. So 2:45 left here in the first half. Mater at the line shooting 1-1 for 1-1. First shot no good. Rebound comes down, and you can see going to be kicked out of bounds. Shade and Mater are going after it, and went off the leg of Ashley. So Halifax inbounding here. Shoop-de-doop-doop, bringing it up court here for Halifax. Near wing here for Kerstetter. Back to Shoop. Into the corner, she'll swing it. Now back out here for Shoop, and then back here for Kerstetter. They'll try this corner. Nope, nothing doing there. So Kerstetter takes it inside. One dribble, one shot, 2 points. Bucket's good. So Miss Kerstetter gets a nice shot from outside here. Picks up a bucket, and will go to the line shooting one to get 3. Foul was on Amanda Bingaman, her first, as Lindsay Miller back into the ball game for UD, replacing Stacy Lark. Shot by Kerstetter is good, so she made all 3 of hers that time. And makes it a 35-14 ball game. Trojans by 21 points. Here's a Bingaman trying to take it inside, dropping it here for Ewer, back out here for Shade. Shade working it inside, and a walk called on Shade, I believe, as she got sort of tangled up trying to go in there that time and had the walk. Here comes into the corner. They'll go with it now for Furman. Furman tried to loop it inside, but it was blocked off. And back comes Shade with it. Shade over in the wing. Miller taking it inside, looking for 2, just a little bit short, and on the rebound, Shoop of Halifax has it. She'll carry it up court here now all the way. Push it over in the wing there for Furman, and Furman is fouled as Ashley Shade will pick up the foul for UD, number 10. With 1:50 remaining here in the first half. It's been all Trojans, mostly all the way here in the first half of our ball game, as number 23 Furman goes to the line shooting 2. Her first one, shooting a 1-1. First one no good. Siders with a return shot, no good. Rebounded over there by Amanda Bingaman. She'll pick it up and drop it back here for Joanna Ewer, who will give it back to Amanda. Amanda coming up court with it for UDA. Picking up that dribble, spinning it here for Shade, and then back to Amanda Bingaman. Amanda from outside for 3 is good. Amanda B. Bingaman gets herself 3 as Siders comes back up court here. Oh, a little walk, no, and then a steal, no. And then the ball loose over there to Shoop. What the heck's going on here? Here's Kerstetter with it. Back for Shoop. Back here to Kerstetter. Kerstetter will pick it up out in front here and spin it back there for Shoop. Shoop goes over there to Farner, in on the baseline, shot by Furman, good for 2. Well, they worked that one around nicely, and Furman finally got a chance to put it home, and she did. 38-16. Miller back here for Shade. Back to Miller. Miller for 3. It just missed. Return shot put up by Mater wouldn't go. Ball tapped around in here. Ewer's got it, puts the shot up, but it won't go. She's fouled, and Joanna will go to the foul line, and she'll be shooting 2. 4.5 seconds remaining here in the first half of play as Joanna Ewer pops her first shot up and in, good. 39-16. And Joanna's going to see if she can go 2 for 2. Nope, not quite. Here's Amanda Bingaman with it. And Amanda's passing it inside here. Shade with a run to the hoop for 2 is good. A good pass there for that little Shade, and she ran inside and put it home. Here's Kerstetter with it. Looping it ahead here now for a pass underneath. Farner, turnaround shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded to Shade. Shade breaking back 3 on 2, so she'll have to hold it up as she'll push it into the corner here for Miller. Miller from outside for a 12-footer, good. Well, the Trojans got the eye tonight. There is absolutely no question about that as Siders takes it down court, forces away inside, and they're going to say a blocking foul is committed there by Mater. And she'll pick up her first, and that will send Miss Siders to the foul line for Halifax, shooting 1-1, with just 6 seconds remaining here in the first half. So here's Siders' first shot. It is good. 43-17 is the score. And Miss Siders will see if she can make it 18, cut the margin to 25. Yeah, she did. 43-18 as UD will inbound the ball with one last gas. Here comes Shade. Can she gun up a three? No, she's putting it over here. Ewer for three. No, just wouldn't go as the buzzer goes to end the first half. But boy, it has been a very rewarding first half here tonight for UDA as the Trojans take a fine lead into halftime. It's up and off in 43. The Halifax Wildcats 18. Good first half of play here. So we'll be back with the second half in just a moment. Well, we're back to action now as the Trojans again with the advantage of inbounding the basketball here to begin the third quarter. As Lark has it over in the wing. Now inside they go to Lucas for two. Wouldn't go. Amanda has her own rebound, puts another shot up, no good. Return shot put up by Jess Herb is good. The Trojans really getting aggressive underneath the basket, and it's paying off big time tonight here. 45-18 to score. Halifax moving it ahead here now as Furman has it, pushes it off, and before the shot we have a blocking foul called on UD. Foul was on Joanna Ewer, her second, as Schaffenhauser, who is playing with three personal fouls, back into the ball game. Here's Shoup stepping up and dropping it back over in the wing here for Kerstetter for three, no good. Rebound comes back out here, and they're going to chase it down. Shoup will chase it down and bring it back up court. Over here for Schaffenhausen. Came loose for Kerstetter. Kerstetter pushing it back out here for Shoup. Shoup's got it for Halifax here for Kerstetter. Over in the wing for Shoup. Back here for Kerstetter. Over the baseline, they'll go with it now. Nice pass inside. Farner for two. No good. And on the rebound, controlled in here by Joanna Ewer. Oops, the ball tapped away. However, Schaffenhausen picks it up. Puts a shot up, no good, and then a foul. Push foul will be called on J.J. Papandrea. And that's going to, let's see, result in no shooting. J.J. picked up her first of the ball game. Schaffenhausen, nice bounce pass inside here. The shot taken and missed by, or Schaffenhausen shot it. I guess it was Furman that inbounded it. Schaffenhausen had the shot and couldn't get it. Lark into the corner. She goes for Papandrea. Back over here for Herb. Herb from outside for three. No good. Rebound comes down to Herb. She'll put a shot up for two. No good. Rebounded inside there to Kerstetter, who has it back. Kerstetter, left wing over here. Furman hands it here to Schaffenhauser. Schaffenhauser back out here for a three-point attempt from Kerstetter. No good. Out of bounds it went. So UD will inbound the ball. 45-18 the score, playing the early moments of the third quarter. Jess Herb with it, pushing it over there for Lark. Herb back for Lark, into the corner it goes. Shot from over there by Papandrea for three is good. J.J. Papandrea nails a three. It's 48-18 UD by 30 points. Tipped away by Lark, gathered back in, however. Kerstetter across the court, she'll go to Shoup. Shoup taking it right to the hoop. No, she didn't. She went underneath instead, off the hands of Lark, and out of bounds it goes. Stacy got a hand on that one. And Schaffenhauser will inbound the ball. Probably, let's see, right underneath she goes with it for Furman for two. It's good. Well, that play worked nicely that time as Schaffenhauser grabbed it and pulled it over here for Furman, and Furman put it home. Here's Lark with it. Stacy lost the handle, brings it back here for Herb. Inside they go to Lucas. Back outside here, Ewer for two, no good. Rebound tipped around right into the hands of Furman, and Halifax will control it up court now as Shoup has it for the Wildcats. Near side here for Kerstetter, into the corner they'll go. Back out for Kerstetter. Bounce pass inside. Turnaround shot by Farner. Good for two. So Farner hooks one up and in good. Makes it a 48-22 ball game with 5 minutes and 3 seconds remaining here in the third period. Lark wants to get three of those back. She did. Right down the chute for Stacy Lark. 51-22 Schaffenhauser. Picking up the dribble. Wow, hit Kerstetter with it. Jeez. Now they'll push it ahead here for Farner. Farner racing in and looking for two. No good. Return shot put up over there by Furman wouldn't go, and UD with a rebound. Here comes Jess Herb. Up court, swinging it over there for Lark. Stacy back here for Herb. Herb will go on the near side. Joanna Ewer for two. Wouldn't go. Rebound on the far side. Tipped out of bounds off the hands of Kerstetter. 4:22 left here in the third, as Joanna Ewer will check out of the ball game in favor of Lanker for UDA. There's Lark on the baseline, taking it inside for two, just off the mark, and the rebound comes down there to Schappenhauser, and then out of bounds it goes off UD. And it'll be Kerstetter inbounding for Halifax. Does so here for Farner. Dropping it back for Kerstetter, who will loop it ahead now for Shoop, but the ball tapped loose, picked up over there by UD's JJ Papandrea. JJ had it tapped out of her hand. Back here for Herb. Herb, near wing, they'll go with it. Here's a shot by Lucas for two. It's good. Amanda Lucas just snuck that one in from the right baseline. Pandrea with a steal and out of bounds. It goes over there, tapped out of the hands of Furman. And Coach O will put four new ones in there, including Hain, Calnon, Kiefer, 24, and Siders. That was the other one. In the meantime, here's a pass over the near side here for Papandrea for three. It's good. J.J. Papandrea. You know, the Trojans didn't even shoot threes earlier in the season, the last several ball games. Here's a quick outlet up here, though, on a nice pass play for Kiefer, or rather, oh, wait a minute, who was that? 24. I don't think we have a 24 on our list here. We'll have to see if she's on the JV squad, but anyway, not sure, but anyway, back where comes Kerstetter now, up court here for UD. Into the wing here for Siders. Back outside for Kerstetter for three. No good. And on the rebound, out of bounds it goes. 2:44 left in a pretty rapidly moving third period now. The Trojans 56 and the Wildcats 24. Shade back into the ball game. So is Miller for UD. We'll check him as we go up court here. This is Shade for UDA. Miller is over on the left wing. She's got it. Looking for three. Nope, not that time. The rebound comes down inside here and picked up by Halifax. Shoop up court for Coach Ozenbach's Wildcats. Near wing over here for that Siders. Back for Shoop. Back to Siders. Siders will take it inside. Stopping and popping one up short. Rebounded inside to Calnon. Her shot no good. And on the rebound, it's going to be Lindsay Miller coming off with it for UDA. Back here for Shade. Shade up court quickly here for Lark. Right on the baseline. Back outside for Lark. Lark steps up for two. It's good. Stacy Lark for two for UDA. Ball tapped away inside there by Miller. Lindsay will cover it on the baseline. Bounces it back here now for Lark. Lark picking it up, and she'll move it out in front. Stacy dropping it here for Shade. Shade, nice bounce pass inside for Lucas, who tried to roll it back here, but Stacy Lark couldn't grab it. And a hold will be called on Amanda Lucas. For Amanda, it will be her second personal foul of the ball game. And Halifax inbounding. Siders will inbound, I think. Yeah, she did. Right here for Calnon. Across quickly. Here it comes now. Hain had it, but it's tapped loose from her by Shade. Shade coming up court with it, and then a foul will be called on either Hain or, yeah, it's on Hain. She picked up the personal. And UD will inbound the ball. Motter, Ure, and Bingaman check back into the UD lineup now as Shade brings the ball up court. Near wing, she'll swing it here for Miller. Miller back for Shade. Shade pushing it over there for Bingaman. Into the corner it goes for Joanna Ure. Joanna for two. Wouldn't go. Rebound underneath there, though. Popped right outside here for Miller for two. That wouldn't go. And let's see. It's going to be stolen away inside by Amanda Bingaman. Good for two. Amanda gets two. 60-24. Up court comes Siders for Millersburg for three. Short, way short. And rebound comes back in here. Pushed in nicely by that 24 gal from Halifax, but right to UDA. And Shade coming back for the Trojans. Goes into Motter. Over in the wing they'll go here for Miller. Miller back here for Bingaman. Back to Shade. Shade lost the handle and got it back again. Swinging it there on the baseline for a shot by Ewer. Wouldn't go, and a rebound comes down inside there for Siders with 30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. This is Shoup for Halifax. Inside, she'll go with it to Calnon. Back out, they spin it. Shoup near wing over here for Siders. Siders for three, no good. And on the rebound, on the floor it goes, and it's going to be tied up inside. It will stay Halifax ball. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Hain inbounding for Halifax. Back here for that Siders. Siders bouncing it there for Shoup. Shoup would like to get three. Nope, not that time. Rebounded inside there to Shade. And Shade will pick up the dribble and bring it up court here for Miller. Time winding down. Miller to the hoop for two. Just wouldn't go, and on the rebound out of bounds it goes with no time remaining here in the third period. So at the end of three, the Trojans dominating 60-24. Back for the fourth quarter in just a moment. We're ready to play fourth quarter basketball now as Jess Herb gets a chance to bring it back in again. Over in a wing there for Papandrea. Here's Herb inside for Lucas. Back outside. They'll swing it for Lark from outside for two. It's good. So Stacy Lark takes right over here where they left off and gets two more. Here comes Shoup. Swinging it here for Siders. Siders would like three. That's no good. Chase down in here for Hain. Hain on the baseline. Tangled up out here for Siders. Out in front for Shoup. Back here for Siders. Now on the left side. Inside they'll go to Calnon. Autumn's turnaround shot is good. It will count, and she will go to the line, shooting one to get three. Here's Autumn's one and only shot. It's no good. Off the mark, and the rebound comes down in here for Halifax eventually. Shoup stepping up, 15-foot try, good. Shoup drills one in from 15 feet out. A nice bucket here by Miss Shoup. And Jess Herb coming back up for UD for Lark. Inside the Lucas. Lucas spins it over in a wing. Shot from over here by Papandrea. Just off the mark. Rebound inside the Lucas. Lucas turn around, put it off the glass high. Calnon with the rebound for Halifax. Pushes it over there now for Shoup. Shoup picking it up here for Siders. And Miss Siders. Right across on the baseline. She'll go with that one for a shot by number 24. No good. Rebound comes down on the floor and is battled for underneath as Lucas and Calnon, or rather Papandrea for UD and Calnon for Halifax go after it. And on the tie-up, it'll remain Halifax ball. 6:44 left in the ball game. We'll check out 24's number here on the junior varsity scoreboard here in just a moment as Herb makes a steal and then has a little trouble with it, but she still's got it, and she'll push it ahead here now for Lenker. Back there for Herb. Here's Lark for Jess Herb. Jess near wing over here. She comes from Papandrea, then back for Herb. Jess working it around now inside Lucas. Back over here's Lark for three. It's two. Just stepped in with 1 foot did Stacy Lark that time, but they gave her two. And it's 64-28. Near wing over here, corralled by Lucas, but then she dropped the ball and picked up in there by Hain. Here's Shoup over here for Siders. Siders goes back over there for Hain. Now back for Siders. Siders from outside for three. That's short. Rebounded underneath there to Hain, and out of bounds it went. It'll be UD ball. Jess Herb bringing it back for UDA. 5:38 left here in the ball game. Here's Papandrea back here for Lark. And JJ with it again. Inside here for Ewer now, who is in the ball game. Shot by Papandrea, no good. And rebound comes down here for Kerstetter, who will drop it back over there for that Shoop gal. Shoop. Ooh, near walk, but Shoop has it back. Taking it on the baseline with a nice pass that time. A shot put up by Furman, no good. And then the return shot, there was a foul first, and they say the foul was on the floor before the shot, so Furman will not get a chance to shoot, as it will be inbounded by Schaffenhauser, who is back into the ball game for Coach O. Schaffenhauser playing with 3 personals as Lindsey Miller back into the ball game for UD, replacing Papandrea, I believe. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be UD ball. Back with it comes that Herb into the corner here for Miller. Oh, Miller bounced it off a foot. Picked up inside by Lanker, but then she lost it away as Shoop gathers it in for Halifax. And wait a minute, they're going to call a walk. Shoop was on the floor that time and kind of wiggling around with it, and so they called her for the walk, and it will be UD inbounding the basketball over no side over there. As Shade into the ball game, gets ready to inbound it to Amanda Bingaman, who just returned to the lineup also. Now inside here for Ewer. Ewer goes to the hoop for 2, wouldn't go. Rebounded in there, then stole away, and Ewer went on the baseline with it. But by gosh, they almost had a good steal inside. Checked back out of the ball game now, as in there to replace her is Motter for UDA. For 3, no good. That was a shot put up there by Shoop. The ball comes loose in here, picked up by Bingaman, but then a hold foul will be called as Amanda got the ball racing up court here with it. She was held and be non-shooting, but that lets Shade inbound the ball for UD. In here for Bingaman. Shade goes across the court, but the ball is stolen away by Shoop. Shoop coming back with it. That wasn't Shoop. Wait. Anyway, Kerstetter finishes the play. The Furman was the gal racing back with the ball, and then finished off in there. Here's Miller hopping up for 2. No good. Rebound comes down there, and Schaffenhauser ties it up along with Bingaman. And on the tie-up, it will be Halifax ball. No, UD ball. Okay. 4:05 remaining in the game. Shade inbounding. Bounces it here for Miller. Miller will take it inside, push it back on the outside here. Bingaman for 3. Nope, just off the mark. Rebound inside there to Motter. But she's fouled, as I think the foul will be on Schaffenhauser. No, it's on Farner. Farner picking up the personal foul. Shade inbounding for Ewer. Ewer steps up with a 6-footer. Good for 2. Joanna Ewer, there she is. Gets 2, number 34. And on the wing, it comes to the far side. Now out here for Shoop. Near wing over here. This is Schaffenhauser. Back out for a shot from the side by Kerstetter for 3. No good. Rebound to Schaffenhauser. She'll put the shot up. No good. Rebound comes over there to Lindsey Miller. Miller working down the left wing side over there. Nearly had it stolen away by Furman, but picks it up here for Shade. Shade back over there for Miller. Miller from outside for 3. Oh, just off the mark. Return shot put up by Joanna Ewer. No good. Rebounded in there to Furman, and back with it comes Shoop for Miller for Halifax. Kerstetter with it. Kerstetter taking it right inside and dropping it on the baseline, but before a shot, we got a foul on Motter. She will pick up the personal foul, and that will be her 2nd. And it will send Shoop, or rather, no, it won't. No shooting. Nope. 15 foul. Motter picks up her 2nd. 3:05 left in the ball game. As Hain in the game for Halifax. Pushes it right inside. Calnon for 2. It's good. So Calnon pops up a little 6-footer from right out in front that time, and Makes it a 66-32 ball game. Here's Ure winding it inside. The ball blocked away by Calnon, picked up inside there by Farner, and then tied up. On a tie-up, it will remain Halifax ball, but a good block that time by Autumn Calnon on Joanna Ure. But then the ball came down and got tied up and was given back here to Halifax as Kerstetter will bring it up court. Pushing it over in a wing over there for Hain. Inside it goes to Calnon. Autumn for two more. It's good. Well, Autumn Calnon gets the last two buckets up court here for Halifax. 66-34. Here's Shade for UD. Into the corner for Miller. Miller for three. Little off the side, and rebound comes down there to Shoop. Or to Hain, rather, and then picked up here to Kerstetter. Kerstetter breaking it back up court. Wheels it over in the wing, but it went off the leg of Miller, not out of bounds, and so it'll be Halifax inbounding as Hain gets ready to do just that for Kerstetter. Near wing over here for that Siders. Inside it goes to Calnon. Her turnaround shot, no good, but she will go to the line, shooting two. Autumn's first shot was no good, so she'll get to try one more. 2:05 left in the ball game. Second shot, good. So she went 1 for 2, makes it a 66-35 ball game. Trojans by 31. And Shade up court. Inside here, they'll come down and spin it here for Bingaman. On the wing for Ure for two, it's good. Joanna Ure, 12-footer from outside here. So the Trojans really just had a hot hand from the get-go tonight as the ball is tipped out of bounds by Amanda Bingaman. Taking it out of Kerstetter's hand as she brought the ball up court. Trojans have done everything right tonight. There's so many games they've done so many things wrong, and tonight they've got it all together. Here's a pass inside for Calnon for two, off the pass from Hain. So Autumn racking up some points, but their team trailing way behind here now as this ball is thrown out of bounds and will be inbounded with only 1:27 left here in this snowy night ball game here at UDA. It was snowy and cold outside, but the Trojans were hotter than heck inside here tonight, that's for sure. Best game I've seen the Trojans play all year. Turnaround shot by Calnon, no good. Best against a good opponent, that is. Return shot by Calnon, good. So Autumn now will be high scorer for her girls basketball team probably tonight, but gee, they've just been recent. It's a pass inside for Motter and hold everything as a hold foul will be called on Calnon with 1:02 left in the ball game. And that will not be a shooting foul as number 24, Criscio, I guess we'll call her. I think the 24 over here on the scoreboard on the junior varsity is Kryscio, Criscio. So she's back into the ball game as Miller has it. Clock less than a minute to play. Miller, and she'll walk with it that time. Lindsay started off a little bit too quickly and was called for the walk. So it'll be inbounded here by Siders of Halifax. Talked to Coach Ozenbach before the ball game and said, well, what are you going to do tonight, Coach? He said, depends on which team shows up. So apparently the team is most disappointing that showed up for Coach O tonight because they're getting blistered here by UD. And on that particular foul, it will be the 7th team foul. It was on Bingaman, her 4th. And so that's going to send Miss Shoop to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 for Halifax with just 47 seconds left in the game. Her first shot's good. Makes it 68-40. And her second try, no good. Rebound, let's see, down inside, picked up by Shade. Shade dribbling it across the timeline for UD. Over into the wing now, back for Shade. Shade's double team, and the ball knocked out of there by Criscio. And Shade will inbound the ball. Here's Bingaman. Bingaman stepping back, looking for a couple. No good. Rebound tipped off the hands of Joanna Ewing out of bounds. Tipped there by Motter, and Joanna happened to have her hand up and it hit her and went out of bounds. So 26 seconds left here in the ball game. They loop it ahead for Calnon. Oh, her pass stolen away by Motter. Motter will drop it back here for Shade. Shade up court for UD as the clock winds down now, 15 seconds. Oh, they tried to go underneath with it, but it's stolen away. Criscio coming back with it, and she'll put a bounce pass on the baseline, but then they tried to go back with it, and that got stolen away. Back comes Shade with it. Shade with a bounce pass over here for Bingham. This is good if it goes. Oh, wouldn't go off the rim. What a fine effort tonight by these Trojan gals as they come up with a big win to even up their second half record at 3-3. And the same way with Halifax now also 3-3 after 6 ball games here in the second half of play. Final score tonight, UDA Trojans 68, the Halifax Wildcats 40. So a big 28-point win for Coach Shadle and his UDA Trojan gals. And I'm sure that's pleasing to him and to all of the Trojan fans here tonight. And for the Wildcats, well, they've had that kind of a season, and remarkably well tonight playing is that Amanda Lucas finally got her act together, finally put some shots up and in, and it's good to see Amanda do just that. So we congratulate her, and we'll see you later. Lark with a good ball game tonight as well. So just everybody playing well and contributing to this victory overall. So Trojans with a good one here tonight as they really came out and played some good offensive basketball, shooting and scoring, both. Final score again, UDA 68, Halifax Wildcats 40. Catch you the next time at a UDA basketball game. Congratulations, Coach, and everybody on the ball club.